Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Mahindra XUV 3XO, and this is the key of the vehicle. So this is a flip key, and you get some minimal buttons that's to lock, unlock and access the hood. So this is the AX5 variant, the diesel manual. So let's straight away start with the front fascia. So you get this new Mahindra logo, and there are some tweaks on this bumper. So you get this black finish, and the bumper is finished in dual tone. One is a body color and the other one is a black. So there are no parking sensors at front. It looks basic, and the front has some aggressive look. And coming to the headlight setup, you get LED headlights, and you also get fog lights, and this is fitted aftermarket. This is not the company fitted. You can see the gap here. So the fog lights comes in standard for the AX7 and above variants from the OEM, and you can see nice finish here on the bumper. And you also get the LED DRL here. And coming to the side profile, you get this black color body cladding all over the car, and this chrome accent. You get diamond cut alloy wheels, and the wheel suits this car. And coming to the tire size, it's 205 65 R 16 inch, and you get disc at front. And you can see the suspension. This is a Mac Persian stunt, and this is a wide view of the car. And coming to the ORVM, you get an indicator on the ORVM, and you can also see some chrome finish on the ORVM. There is no request sensor for the co-driver. This is a fuel lead, and the fuel capacity is 42 liters. And this is the rear of the car, and you can see this spoiler here, high mount stop lamp, and there is no shark fin antenna. And you have rear wiper, rear defogger. So you get this connected rear light here, and this is the reverse light. So you can see the Mahindra logo finished in chrome XUV 3XO, and you get a black bumper here with the reflectors. And I can see two parking sensors at the rear, and there are also some silver finish towards the bottom of the bumper. And this is the exhaust of the vehicle. It looks very sharp, and there are also some chrome elements added here. And you get a request sensor for the driver, and here also you can see there is a disc brake. So you get 4 disc brakes in total. So here you also get a panoramic sunroof, which is small, and roof rails are not functional. And you can also see some finish here, and this is also finished in gloss black. Let's check the boot. So for that you need to press this button. So you have this button to open the boot, and you get a partial shelf here, and there is also a hook to hold. So the boot space is 364 liters. And coming to the spare wheel, let me show you the spare wheel. So this is a spare wheel, and there is slight cross cutting. The tire size happens to be 16 inch. However, the size is 135/19 R 16 inch, and this is a toolkit. So the space is decent, and you can split the seats into 60/40. Let me shut this. So the build quality is good, and yeah, this is the external view of this car. And here you get a single blade wipers. There is a switch here. So the hood is heavy, you don't get any gas threads, and you get insulation there. So this is a 1.5 liter D-Hawk diesel engine, 4 cylinder, which produces 115 PS of power and 300 Newton meters of torque. And let me shut this. So the hood is extremely heavy, and this is the front view of the car. And straight away, the steering wheel, you get a 3-spoke steering wheel, and this leather stitching is done aftermarket. However, you can see some leather finish here, which comes in standard. And there are a lot of gloss black elements here, which can easily prone to scratches. And you get this Mahindra logo tweaks here. Horn is decent, and left side you get some controls for the voice commands, and also for the infotainment systems. And right side you get control for the cruise, and there are also some controls to navigate that particular instrument cluster there. So let me zoom in. This is the instrument cluster. Right side you have the RPM meter, and left side you have the speedometer, and you also have the fuel gauge here towards the left. Drive information. So let's check what's the drive information that shows. So it's showing the drive distance and time and etc. So let's go back, and you have alert history, you have settings. So in settings we have the sound, clock type, factory reset. So let's again go back, fuel information, vehicle information. So what we have in vehicle navigation, so let's check navigation. You get maps here, so which gives the direction. So the display is very small as such. And let's go back here, and you get display layout, so you can select the display layouts. So let me choose one. So you have normal, you have information display, and you have minimal information displays. So this gives some basic information, so you can see the navigation now. So yeah, it's good for this price point. And let's go back here, play layout, settings. There are only minimal features as such. And right side you get automatic headlights, and these are for the headlight controls and for the indicators. And left side you get the wiper controls. So let's check the wiper spray. So the spray is decent, and wipers do a good job here. And the door handles are finished in silver here. There are controls for the driver. You get all four power windows, child lock, and this knob is to control the ORVM, and you get auto full functionality here. And I don't know what is this button. If you know, please comment here. This is a fuse box, and here you have this engine auto start and stop. You can enable and disable headlight leveler and AC vent, and you get this controller here. And you get engine start stop button here. There is also some silver finish, and the interior, the dashboard and interior is finished in dual tone, beige and black. There are a lot of hard plastics used here, and the glove box is decent enough. And you get this nice design here inside this gloss black elements, and here also you get some gloss black and silver elements. And you get hazard light, traction button, and there's some buttons here, passenger airbag to turn on and off. And you get dual zone automatic climate control, and you get buttons here to select the modes, and to increase and decrease the fan speed. And yeah, there is some storage space here for the top end. This is a wireless charging pad, and you get USB charging socket. There is no type C USB charging socket here. And this is the gear knob, and it's good to hold. So you get one reverse and six gears. And there is some leather finish here, you can see, and also some silver finish. And you get twin cup holders and a manual handbrake, and you get a lot of glossy black elements here. So yeah, this is the armrest, and the storage space is decent here. This doesn't slide. Seats are finished in beige color, so the seat bolstering is very good, and the headrest is excellent. And yeah, there is bit under thigh support lacking here, but yeah, the cushioning is very good. And also here you get some soft touch materials. And storage wise, you get nice storage spaces. You can easily fit in two water bottles here, and there is also some decent storage space here. You get this infotainment system, which is 10.25 inch, and it's very slick to use. You get wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and there's music. You get 6 speakers in total. You get navigation. So you have this GPS, so you can navigate, and the sensitivity is good, the touch sensitivity. Let's go back to the menu, and you have applications. So you have Alexa, you have climate control, connected apps or documents, and just dial, horoscope, gallery, and there are a lot of options. So reverse car view, driver rear view monitored. You also get adaptive guidelines, if I'm not wrong. And let's check the camera clarity here. Put this into reverse. For that you need to select this and put it into reverse. So the camera quality is good, and you get adaptive guidelines as well, which is a good thing. And so yeah, you get 6 airbags in standard. This is not a auto dim IRVM. And there is no mirror, there is no light for the driver. And the co-driver, there is a light and mirror here, and you get a sunglass holder here. And you get cabin lights, these are halogens. And let me open the sunroof. So you need to manually open the sunshade, and by pressing this button you can open the sunroof. So the sunroof is decent in size. So let me close this. I'm in the rear, and this is a dashboard view. So center you get two AC vents and a type C charging socket. There is also a 12-volt charging socket here. and there is some storage space to put in your phone here. And center, the hump is decent, so three people can be comfortable, so you can fit in 1 liter of water bottle, so the storage space is decent here. And you get some silver finish here, you get the speaker placement, and you get proper three headrest and three seat belts here. And center, you get this armrest, so for that you need to unzip this. Okay, let me show you. And you get twin cup holders, and seats can be splitted into 60/40. So yeah, center you get this single cabin light, there is handle to hold and there is a hook, and you get a handle there. We don't have a hook there, and there is a handle to hold, and there is also a hook here. Here you get magazine holders, the driver seat belt can be adjusted. So now let's start driving. So left foot on the clutch, putting into first gear, revving the motor. It revs all the way to 3000 rpm and launching this vehicle. There is crazy amount of wheel spin. And second gear, it reaches almost 65 kilometers per hour. And third gear 100 kilometers, and the engine feels very punchy here. And you can see some minimal body roll. The feel and feedback from the steering is awesome, and horn is decent. You get all 4 disc brakes, but the braking could be some crisp. There is body roll, So let me take a U-turn. So this is under 4-meter car. It's 3990 mm. Okay, putting into first gear, launching this vehicle. You can hear the engine noise. So this is a 1.5 liter 4-cylinder D-Hawk turbocharged diesel engine, which produces 115 PS of power and 300 Newton meters of torque. You can feel the power output, and you can feel the turbo from the engine. Post you cross 100-120, you can feel the turbo lag in the top end, and the mid range is very punchy, and even the at low rpm you can feel the turbo. It's very good. And in the fourth gear, without any downshifts, you can easily overtake this car, and the controlling is very good. The issue is with the body roll. There is a lot of body roll here, and I don't like the braking, so braking is not sure footed. Even though you have 4 disc brakes, it's not crisp. And the gearbox feels soggy here, so it's not smooth. And this is a 6-speed gear unit, and the gears are tall gate, and the clutch is on the lighter side. There are no vibrations on the pedals, but there is slight vibration on the gear knob whenever you hold the gear knob. It's very smooth. The engine is very smooth here. This is built on the monocoque chassis, so overall in terms of build quality, it's good. So you get 6 airbags in standard, and this particular variant cost around 13.7 lakhs on road Hyderabad. And you know, it's value for money if you ask me, because it's fuel efficient. So this gives around 17 to 18 kilometers in cities, and out on highways it will easily cross 20 kmpl. And the turning radius is also very good here, so it's easy to take a turn. And if you find the empty road, you need to rev the engine. So let's take this car to an halt and rev this again. So you get the engine start stop function. So by pressing the clutch, you can start the engine. This also shows the steering direction on the instrument cluster. So now let's relaunch this, putting into first gear, revving the motor. The gear shifts are not speed here. and there are no jerks whenever you release the clutch, whenever you shift the gears. So the clutch is on the lighter side, and you can hear some road noise. The cabin insulation could be some better here. The horn is decent. So yeah, it's overall fun to drive car. It stays glued to the road because of the wider tires. So you get a 16-inch tires, and the alloy wheel, it's good. It suits the car. It's a diamond cut alloy wheel. And yeah, the braking itself could be some better. And suspension also, it's very good. You know, you can easily glide on the speed breakers, small speed breakers, and you know, small potholes. You get Mac position stunt at the front, and yeah, it's very smooth, and you cannot feel that bounciness inside the car. So thanks to the 6-speed gearbox, because in few cars you can feel the gear limit. So if you have additional 1 gear, you can feel, you know, the car goes more smoother, but in this case you have 6-speed gearbox, so it's very smooth. And yeah, you can literally corner this. And I like the steering wheel, it's good to hold. And you get automatic headlights to this car. So yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, share this video, and don't forget to comment. And also please let me know what is the next car you want me to review. Bye.